Okay. I really should stop saying that every time I start recording. So let's go on wandering. Yes, dude. Now, a while back, Good mentioned that he was surprised when I said I hadn't been to very many gigs. This is partially correct. Well, I mean, oh shit sticks. That's a good start, isn't it? He's partially correct. I mean, obviously he's correct in his surprise. But there is logic behind the statement. Really bizarre layout going on. I haven't really done much exploring over here, so that's where we're going. Cows. Music is a very important part of my life. I'm very into it. I mean, my musical abilities are similar to that of a sea sponge. I am, tone deaf and can't read music, and one of the few things that I do regret is never learning musical instruments. I mean, I tried to learn the guitar as a teenage kid because that's what tree cows. That's what teenage boys do. But my brain, why am I jumping around in the trees? My brain could not deal with it. I've got a piano downstairs, and I've tried looking at that, but I guess some people just aren't musical people, and that's a shame. Because as I say, music is important to me. I like it. It's important to the household. I mean, the girls are certainly more musical than I am. But if it's so important, why have I not gone to very many gigs? Two reasons for that. One is I suppose really technically is one reason. I just get that noise that way. That's the best way to put it. I like listening to music while doing stuff. I can't stand sitting around just watching people do music. I need to be doing stuff while I'm doing it. Look at the amount of clay I've got! Look at the amount of clay I have! It's amazing! I need to... It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, I could be lying down with my eyes shut. It could be doing work. It could be doing chores. It could be going out for a walk. Doesn't matter. The point is, I need to be doing something. I can't just stand there, sit there, watch it. I mean, in festival season, I can go downstairs and the missus is watching whatever festival's on at that time, and that's fine. She's happy, she enjoys doing that, but I can't. I find it dull. Even if the music's good, I can't sit there and just watch it. So I worked that out fairly quickly as a kid. went to a couple of big gigs. I saw Guns N' Roses twice. I was quite into the rock stroke metal stroke whatever scene. That was what, mid-90s? I ran the gamut, as they say. I went through sort of phases, from the glam metal. I've seen some bands that are truly shocking to look at, like Rejects from the Gay Pirates, all the way through to sort of the death metal, the Napalm Deaths, the Sepultura, that sort of side of things. And you know what? Every now and again, I still pull out something like that and stick it on. But people do fairly regularly ask, "Oh, what type of music do you like?" And the big answer to that, kiddies, is whatever I happen to like. If you kind of lock yourself down into one genre, sorry if this is making a noise, I'm scratching my eyeball, which is hitting the rim of my glasses, which is hitting my headset, so it's probably making a noise. If you lock yourself down to one musical genre, you are missing out on a lot of good stuff. If you turn around and say, well, if someone says, "Hey, listen to this, it's great," and you say, "Oh, I'm not listening to that, it's by so and so," you may have just missed a life-changing moment. And I mean that, there's no hyperbole there, it's a true statement. Songs, music can change your outlook. They can be very emotive, and I like whatever raises an emotional response, whether it's chord progression, I like some meaningful lyrics, whatever. I like what I like, and clearly I'm biased, but I think that's the best way of doing things. There ain't been no villages around here. Don't want to go too far in case I end up in some new areas. Solid. Come here, little shit. Boom! Bane of arthropods on your face. Now that said, so I have been to a double tap. I have been to a few gigs, as I say, and for much of the 90s I worked security at Reading Festival, which, if you are a foreign Johnny and you don't know what Reading Festival is, I think it's one of the oldest festivals, music festivals. It used to be Reading Rocks many years ago. It used to be mainly metal based. It branched out and got, I think generally Sundays are a bit more rocky metal. Friday and Saturday are a bit more general. But I worked that for many years, which I wish I could tell you half the stories that went on there, but people probably get arrested. me included. But yeah, that was fun times. Those of them that I can remember. Yes, it was basically after the sort of first year or so of doing shitty jobs, I ended up doing night shifts pretty much every year since, and a couple of reasons for that. The main one was there was a large period of time where bugger all happened. During the day, everybody's about falling over and hurting themselves and beating people up and stealing stuff and generally being dicks, which makes your life a misery. But if you do the night shift, you can spend a few hours of dealing with the tards. Whoa! Double creeper. And then you got the rest of the night to dick about on the radios and generally giggle. And giggling, unfortunately, was something you had to do because of the state of mind you're in. Yeah, good times. Good times. Just trying to. I'm umming because I'm trying to think of things I can probably say that won't get me into trouble. I'll tell you what, let's change. That was at 9%. Still bloody loud. I really must get around to actually physically changing the rain sound. Put something nicer in. Come on, run. Kick your ass. But we dropped a bow, look. Quite looking forward to the more powerful creepers. Thank you, Ether. Yeah, if you go to a festival and you've got drugs with you and you get busted, and you get put into a pen, I don't even know if they do that anymore, but what they used to do is put dudes in a sort of fenced off area in the security area until they got round to dealing with them. Whoa, cheeky chappy. And you've got gear on you. Chuck it a long way. So if you drop it, security teams go around with a dog and they collect it. It's just a little tip for you there. I won't tell you where it goes. Hoi. Boom. But yeah, good times we had then. Good times. Saw a lot of good bands. A lot of good gigs. Who do we see? I can't think. One particularly fine one was fun enough Bjork, which we saw halfway up the sound rig. If you look at a large festival gig, about a third of the way back, spat bang in the middle, is usually a large tower. This usually has the lighting guys with their stuff and the sound editing people with their levels and stuff, I think, up there as well. But it is prime position, and abusing our uniforms and positions, we managed to blag our way on that one year, which was great. So I saw Bjork from there, which was an outstanding gig in itself, because she was very dancey at that gig. and we were into that at the time, especially when you're off your face. And prime position. I mean, we weren't up on the lighting sound level. We were on a sort of separate stage, a little separate stage, a little lower down. So we were about our head height was about 6-8 feet above general public. Square on in front of the stage, just the right distance away. Fantastic place to be. So that was a highlight. I think the same year, actually, we went to see Underworld, which you don't know them. They did a lot of the music for Train Spotting and stuff. Very bangy techno notice. And we got off. I think we started our shift late because we said we wanted to go and see that particularly. I say we, me and my buddy that I did a lot of these things with. So we set off through the campsites to go and see them, and got about 10 yards down the road and met somebody we knew, and they said, oh yeah, come into the tent. So I went into the tent for a bit, came out, got 20 yards down the road, met somebody else, yeah, come chill with us for a bit. So I got into their tent, and chilled with them for a bit, got out, went 20 yards down the road, found somebody else we knew, and it kind of went on like that all the way to the main arena. And woo, we managed to stumble our way into the main ring just as everybody was leaving at the end of the Underworld gig, which was a bit of a derp, but it was fun. Okay, so there's nothing that way. But yeah, what I was going to say is, before for quite a long time ago, Beef and I would discuss music in our little Skype chats, and we'd post links to tunes and stuff, and say, hey, have you heard these guys? These are cool. And you go, no, I've not heard that, but how about this? And there's actually quite a few cows. No, fair way out there. And we do that for a bit, and then Beef started doing his beefy tune of the week, and I thought, oh, that's really annoying, because that was something I really wanted to do, and he kind of nabbed that, and I thought, well, I can't really do it, because he's doing it. But A, he's been pretty slack at doing that recently, and B, more to the point, I don't care anymore that he's doing that. I'm going to start doing it too. Obviously, it's not going to be a beefy tune, and if anybody says they'll copy Beef, then I'll probably ban you. So there, because I have the power. But more to the point, I want to share some good stuff that you may have heard before and like. Hopefully a lot of stuff that you haven't heard before and like. Let's add that qualifier. And look at this nice where the river ends, look. Yeah, there will be old stuff and new stuff, and all of it will be good. It's musical IP license bollocks that's going on these days really gets me down, because it makes it so hard to share. Not share, you know, albums, but say, look, listen to this guy, you've never heard them before, they're great. And then you could go out and buy some, or whatever, but you just can't do that. I'd love to, wow, look at that. I'd love to, you know, play some really good tunes in the background while I'm doing something and say, look, just listen to this. You can't do it, because of those greedy bastards who own record companies. So I'll probably have to link to, I think most of them I'll be linking to a YouTube video somewhere where somebody else has taken the risk and got away with it, probably because they're not monetizing or something, and you can just do that. But it's a bit of a shame, because if I say to you, you know, you're not going to believe this, but this Phil Collins record is absolutely amazing, you're probably going to go, no, I don't believe you, I'm not going to go and listen to that. Prejudice, I mean, we can talk about prejudice in terms of racism and what have you, and you can say, oh, I don't judge, you know, whatever their creed or colour, treat them the same, and you probably do, but we all prejudge. First impressions count. First impressions are prejudging. We all do it, and we do it for pretty much everything, especially new things, obviously. Well, I suppose you can prejudge things you're familiar with. So if I said listen to this and link to a YouTube video, and it said, again, we'll use the example of Phil Collins, and now I should point out I'm not actually going to be posting loads of Phil Collins tunes, to make that point clear. I'm just using it as an example. Sorry, my hand's gone dead. Bus. What's going on here, do you think? And then you went to that page and it said Phil Collins, and you'd say, no, I'm not doing that, without even listening to it. And again, it might be that tune that speaks to you. It might be the lyrics that describe your life at that moment. But you'll miss it out. So it's a shame I have to do that. I'd rather play a tune and then you say, wow, that was amazing, who was it by? And then you say, that's Phil Collins. Do you know, I would have sworn there was a missing chunk there. I bet you all thought it was a missing chunk too. So yes, that's the plan. I'm not going to do it today. I've got quite a lot of tunes that I want to share and think, you know, listen to these. But obviously the first one's got to be quite good, really. Otherwise, you're going to think I'm an idiot. But what I will say is, if I do start posting tunes, and I will reiterate this when I do, don't prejudge. I will have posted them because they are either fantastic tunes, and you know, music is subjective, just like comedy and taste and everything else. You know, not everything I'm going to post is going to be to your liking, and that's fair enough. You know, when I say, you know, people don't like my videos, that's fine. We don't all like the same thing. We all have different tastes. That's what makes the world so great. But I will say, please give it a try. Give it a chance. It's only going to be 4 minutes of your life. Shut your eyes. Let it play. Sometimes, as I say, it'll be a good tune. Sometimes it'll be lyrics that are astounding. Whatever. The quality will be good. And also, don't listen to it on your fucking iPhone speaker. Or your laptop speakers. Put some decent bloody headphones on. You know what pisses me off about these people that walk around in the street with their phones playing this. It's just pointless. All you're doing is letting us hear your treble. You're not getting any decent noise out of it. Most, if not all, mobile phones have a headphone socket or attachment. Put fucking headphones on. You can get splitters if there's more than one of you. You can put them on. You can share a headphone. I mean, even one fucking speaker in one ear is better than the little shitty tinny bollocks that comes out of that. So, for the guy that said I should say bollocks more, there you go. Bollocks. It's a fucking waste of time. Don't do it. Plus it pisses everybody else off. But if you like the music, fucking listen to it properly. You will find it sounds a lot better. So yeah, shut up, put some decent headphones on, run it through a decent hi-fi, whatever. I mean, it's not going to be perfect because it's YouTube, but oh, the fuck is that? Where's that coming from? Oh, there's a Canterbury dropped as well. 10 sound, 11 well, probably not 11 string. No, it's 11 string actually. And a mushroom. The fuck is that about? Did I drop that? Has somebody else dropped that? I'm wondering if these are the mountains that are near the base. Where's my numbers? 275. 1, 2, 3. No, we're quite a way off. It might not be. Oh, do you know what? These are kind of the sort of landscape I'm somewhat tempted to build my new building in. I want a good set of extreme hills. Ideally, I want this as an island with a village. That's what I really want. That's what I'm waiting for 1.3 for, so I can get out there and try and find some new land as extreme hills so that we can get some emeralds from it as well. But just do some exploring, some new land. Okay, that has been searched. Maybe it has been by me. I don't know. Here's a bony chump. Come here. Get some! Yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked there. I don't remember this though. There again with my brain, I don't remember last Thursday, so... yeah. If I give you a badgy tune, which to be honest I don't think that'll be the name. Whoa, spiders. Fucking arthropods 5, you'd expect them to kill them in one shot, not... Whoa. Shit bag. Yeah, if I post a tune, don't prejudge it. Listen to it. Listen to it on something decent. Whoa, sidestepping Milby. We've been going on far too long. I'll let you guys get on while I try and fucking punch a neighbour. I'll see you guys later.